Alright, hey guys, Afterburn here with another video for you. As you can tell, yeah, it's come. Enterprise build stage 2. Lovely. And with a free gift this time around, the first free gift is the binder, which is exactly like the GTR binder, although the GTR binder is fairly full right now. Anyways, I will be doing all 4 builds today of Enterprise Stage 2. It's going to take a while, but we'll get it done. Let's get the camera turned around and I'll show you what we're doing. Okay, from here on out, each stage covers 4 assemblies. Today we'll be doing 3, 4, 5, and 6. In stage 3 we'll be creating the deflector dish and we'll have the battery box to test things up later. Stage 4 has us building some deck plating. Stage 5 surrounds the bridge module, which is over there, and stage 6 will be starting the frame. Something's not right with my camera. Bear with me a moment. And as I mentioned earlier, today we'll be starting with number 3, which is the deflector dish and battery box. Pop all that out. And here we have all of the pieces. We have a special screw and nut and some BP screws. First thing it wants us to do is take out the battery box, which is like that. And we're gonna open up the little baggie with the silver screw and the nut. Zoom that in so you can get a better look at that. And here's the battery box. All we're going to do is we're going to throw the nut. Yep. Shoot. My fingers don't want to work today. There it goes. It just goes right in there. Then we're going to take this cover piece. I'm going to put that over the nut on that side. Now the instructions are labeled wrong. It says BM screws, but we want to use BP screws for this. So if you're doing this, don't trust the pictures, trust the instructions themselves. The pictures say one thing, the instructions actually say the opposite. And that's going to go right in there. One's going to go in just like that. So at the end of that, that's all screwed in, and the nut isn't going anywhere. Part 3 of the first step says to insert 3 AAA batteries, which I have right here. I just got some Energizer. And it wants us to put negative that way, positive next to that, and another positive out like that. Now, you get the cover, put over top. For this I'll use the larger screwdriver. And that'll hold in just like that. And then we can set this to the side. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take what they refer to as the left and right deflector dish support pieces. And they're going to match together like so with another BP screw. And of course this thing is going to fight me today. Not super tight, but tight enough. That it'll hold. Just like that. Next, we want to take the deflector dish surround . This can go off to the side again. I'm going to take the surround and the center bit there. And that's going to go right in the middle there and be held from the back with 2 more BP screws. I just stent out a bunch, but you know what, we're going to use them, so. And of course, this screwdriver is either overly magnetized or it's losing its magnetism. And I can't tell which. But that goes right in there. Put the second one in. See if the thicker screwdriver does it better. Yep. So that isn't going anywhere anymore. Somehow the support screw was not totally holding things together. Yeah. It's not perfect, but it'll do what it needs to. Because next we're going to take the bracket and we're just going to mount it right there. So I'm going to mount up a screw. I'm going to attempt to get this in. There's one. I think what happened is on the original screw I over tightened it and I stripped the threads in the hole, so it's going to hold. I'll probably do some super glue in there later just to test it. Next, we're going to take the cable here, which is labeled D. See right there, labeled D. And we're going to split these pretty far. I'm going to split it to about the midway point. And what it wants us to do is we're going to put the LEDs in. One here. And one on the other side, and we're going to hold them down with these covers. Sorry about that interruption. We're just going to put one of these covers on. And I'm going to screw that down. And you know what? I did that wrong. I had that the wrong way around. This actually goes on that side. I'm just going to do the same thing over here on the left. It's just going to sit in like that. You put this cover over top like that. And it's going to hold itself in with a BP screw. So, that's actually all the assembly we do in this stage, but we're going to test all the electrics now, all the electronics. Now, this is our circuit board, and what it wants us to do is in the one labeled F, which is down here, I'm going to plug that in, and I'm going to plug this one in. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, I hope I'm not. D, and that's how that's looking, but we're going to have this little blue piece over it eventually. But yeah, those lights are freaking bright as hell. Look at that. Those are bright. But eventually you will have that blue diffuser over it. So that's really cool. I'm just gonna unplug the deflector dish. Put that off to the side. We won't be needing that for quite some time. And I can take over the bridge section and plug all those in. So you just follow the letters, A to A, B to B. And C to C. And when it's all said and done, that is totally lit up. Looking really cool right now. And I don't even care there's a little light bleed around the black piece. I don't really care. That looks amazing. Now I'm going to unplug this. Oh. So I'm not wasting the battery. But yeah. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Very simple. Now, I was concerned because if you look, it's not really very well suited, but there it is. The protective sheathing kind of came off. But it's not harming anything, it's not doing anything nasty, so this is going to be invaluable over the next couple of months, or years, actually. We'll put all that off to the side, including the bridge. Because I won't be needing this for some time. And I'll pick up stage 4. In stage 4, we have 3 sections of outer plating, a few sprues of escape hatches, some reflective pits, a stick-on vent area, more BP, and some DM screws, and a lot of tiny details on sprues. Because every single window on this has to be put in by hand. On this one, and on this one over here. Now I will do a jump cut for that. But the first pit we're going to take is deck panel B. Like that. It has the most windows and escape hatches. And I'm going to take my nippers and we're going to do the escape hatches. I'll be right back. And geez, that was the most time-consuming piece of work I've ever done. Each individual window was cut out and placed, and all 6 of these hatches were placed. Now I can't show you it now because they will fall out, but I will move this off to the side carefully so as to not break anything. I will take piece 0309AL, like that, and cable, that's 4J. I gotta go back. Stand by. Oh, they're all the same. Okay. They're all labeled B, so that doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to take the cable like this, and so they don't fall out, I'm going to add a minuscule drop of super glue into each of those channels. So that one holds in over there. And this one goes in on that side. Now we're going to take back the section we just did. It's not going to hold very well, but and we're just going to put that over top. We want to take 3 BP screws, just like we had in the last stage. And we're going to put them in those 3 holes there. Sometimes I feel I shake too much for this. If you can hear that noise, that's just the laundry, or someone's in the bathroom upstairs. I do all my work in a basement setting, extra room that we have down here. And now that that's all, oh, that's why it's not sitting. Crap. fix that. I'll fix that in post, because those should not be sitting out the way they are. I'll fix that after I finish filming. And basically we're going to do the same thing again, but with this one. Just going to take 2 escape pods and a whole bunch of windows and fill that up again. So I'll be back. Okay, and just like earlier, each individual piece has been cut out and laid in. Now in the magazine it says you can do this however way you want, but they just followed the ship pattern from the TV show. The next bit it wants us to do is to take the reflector and both of the remaining cables. We're going to stick let's hope this does something. So we're going to stick red and blue in there, black and yellow on that side. It's not the most secure setup, but it does what I need it to do. And then we're going to take the other cable and place it in on that side, so it's like that. Once again, with BP screws, we're going to take what I worked on off screen, maybe a little dab. That's more than I wanted. Okay. It's not the most secure. Make sure nothing's getting pinched or moved. Gotta deal with it. Got to make sure it's all the way flush. Because you don't want to pinch any of the windows or the escape hatches in a weird spot, you know? And with all that in, I'm going to flip that over. You can see how that is now. And then basically we're just going to sit that wire in there. And then we can set that section off to the side because we'll do the final bit of plating, like so. Now, compared to the two we just made, which are all plastic, this one is metal, as you can tell. Yeah. This bit of tacky stuff is just not cooperating. So basically there was a piece of 3M tack there. Really sticky, but it's just gonna fit into that spot right there. And then I'm going to flip it over and we're going to put in 5 more escape hatches. Now we won't be putting any windows in there yet, so whatever you have left on these 2 sprues, just hang on to. And same thing with this, we'll have a couple extra at the end of it all. So at the end you're going to be left with 2 escape hatches. Let's just look at it from the other side. They are all facing the same way. Excellent. And keeping this section upside down, we're going to bring in the last section we did. We're going to put that right over top, and into these 2 notches we will put a DM screw, which is the ones with the flange, the short ones with the flange on them. Because when you want, what you want after the fact is you want this whole section to hold itself together. Just gonna make sure these are snug. Now you can tell why they didn't want us putting any windows in there yet. And with that, and this one, we've completed stage 4, but we can test the lights again. So I'm going to put this one into A, or C rather. Put this one into, no, I'll put this one into A. I'll put this one into B. And then we'll plug in the battery box down in F. And we get a whole bunch of light, which is looking fantastic. I'm enjoying that. So let's just that out the way. Those are tight. Those are very tight fit. But that is everything for stage 4. And now we can begin work on stage 5. So we'll get all the bits out. Come on, screws. Come here, screws. Three big heavy pieces of metal. But what we're doing first is we're going to bring over the bridge. I don't have anything to put this on. I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to scratch things up. But I will deal with that another time. As the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the shuttle bay door and we're going to stick it right there. And that will be secured by two BM screws, as I dropped one. Hopefully that's just the extra. Now I wonder if this will do anything. Maybe use a bit of 3-in-1 oil to help that cut better. Maybe a bit. And that is that. The next piece is the front surround, like that. You know, that's going to help a lot by keeping those out the way. That way I can get screws ready. But we're still going to be on the underside of this. Well, let's get more length of wire out of the way. And these aren't even the right, I didn't even put the right screws. Lovely. What in the world am I supposed to do? What it wants me to do wants me to put all this underneath. That's not going to do much. You see right in there, it's not fully drilled out. But the needle file that they gave me with the GTR build just works wonders. Now it wants me how this way. Okay. It wants me to do something akin to this. And we're going to secure that down with EM screws. So I'm going to do the one down here, which is going to give me the most issue. Nope, I don't even have that on the right hole. Lovely. There it goes. I know this is off screen, but I'm having a hard time seeing things, so please bear with me. I'll put the other end in down here to hold them all together. Now it's just a matter of getting the center ones in. And that's like that. Now it wants us to trace the wire up and out this way, but you know, that's just how it is. Next, I'm going to take the left connector, the left surround. This will be held in with two BM screws. First one goes right there. And the second one down here at the back. And just like on the other side, we're going to put that in there with two more BM screws. I'll just get that going. Now, in the next episode, when I get pack 3, I will bring a towel down so that it'll all look nice and I won't scratch nothing. Just going to get this in my hand. Okay, and with that, these pieces on like so, and the shuttle bay door in the back, that's the end of stage 5. Now, once I clean up the screws, we'll move to the last section of pack 2. Which is stage 6. I know I had that upside down. I was just grabbing screws off the floor. All right. In the final stage, we will be assembling a segment of the framework. We also get some more BM screws with this. We also get 2 different braces. This is what's going to provide the structure as well as mounting points for the shell pieces later on. Now, what is it? The first piece of frame is going to go there, and the second one is going to go down here, and it's going to be screwed in from the top, so from that way with our BM screws. Touch of the 3-in-1 oil to get them lubricated. Again, into the oil for them to get lubricated for. And you do want them, because they are into metal, you want them as tight as you possibly can make them. So they don't shift on you. I'm just going to take the second bit of framework and stick it in under there. I'm wrong, these don't provide any mounting points for... These braces don't provide mounting points for top sections. They provide mounting points for other sections of frame, both upper and lower. And once those are tight, that is that. That's the end of stage 6, and that also is the end of pack 2. So with the frame, the extra surround with the shuttle bay door, excuse me, the 2 bits of deck plating we did, and the deflector dish. That's everything from pack 2. This arrived on May the 5th, and I probably won't be seeing another one for another month, but I was too excited to get them going, so I had to jump on it immediately. Anyways, that's the end of the video. If you liked everything, please like and comment. Subscribe if you're not. Excuse me, I need a drink. There will be a link in the description below if you want to buy this for yourself. Until next time, stay frosty.